Hello. I've been asked to reflect on Jesus' words on the cross that are found in John chapter 19, verses 26 and 27. When Jesus saw his mother there and the disciple whom he loved standing nearby, he said to her, "Woman, here is your son." And to the disciple, "Here is your mother." From that time on, this disciple took her into his home. Picture the scene. Jesus is suffering and dying on the cross. Verse 25 tells us that his mother Mary was there with her own sister and also with Mary Magdalene. The disciple whom he loved is nearby. Commentator Tom Wright has written, "Let's call him John, though we may never know for certain." Imagine what Mary must have been thinking. That's her own son, Jesus, being crucified right in front of her. Might she be remembering Simeon's prophecy to her, recorded in Luke 2, verse 35, that ended, "And a sword will pierce your own soul too." Her anguish and her grief must have been huge. Her agony, her despair must have been awful. Imagine you're the disciple whom Jesus loved, John, your teacher, your rabbi, your friend, who you hope or believe is the Messiah. He's hanging on a cross. What's going on? Why is the promised Messiah dying in such a slow and awful way on a hill outside Jerusalem? Consider what Jesus may have been thinking as he's there in extreme physical pain. He knows his sacrifice will be worth it. He knows he'll rise from the dead, having dealt with all of humanity's sin. But in a moment of extreme pain and suffering, he's able to tenderly look at his mother Mary and his good friend John and say, "Woman, here is your son." And to the disciple, "Here is your mother." A commentator called Don Carson notes that the words Jesus uses, "Here is your son," "Here is your mother," are reminiscent of legal adoption terminology at the time. Imagine that. Jesus is dying on the cross with the burden of the world's sins on his shoulders, and he takes time to care for his mother and the beloved disciple, connecting the two of them so Mary can now be part of the beloved disciple's household. Can I encourage you to take some time out? Just pause. Take some time to thank Jesus that he died for our sins. Take some time to thank Jesus that he cares for all of us as individuals. In a moment, we'll listen to a version of "When I Survey the Wondrous Cross." Can I encourage you to spend some time thanking Jesus for the cross? And as a response to his great care and his love for us all individually, can I encourage you to ask who you could reach out to today and care for or listen to?
When I survey